last week at Monaco. Here we go. So lights are out. Now, there we are. So starting in P21 here, right behind Mick Schumacher. On the starting line here, are we going to go up? We are going to jump up to P20, back down to P21, up to P20 once again. We're switching back. But we do just about get that position on Mick Schumacher there. This was last round at Monaco, where there was lots and lots of carnage, lots that happened. Make sure you check it out in the cards up the top. So you're going to see the positions on the left there. We're going to go up. We're going to go up 1, 2. We're going to get up 2 positions there, up to P17 now, just overtaking Giovinazzi and Esteban Ocon as well. And you see there we're going round the little roundabout there. Lap 7 comes round, and we are comfortably in P15 right now. Although our car has seen better days, and we do meet Mr. Barrier for once, twice, 3 times there. Got to say, very generous Barrier today. Over to lap 8 right now. We're going to see some come out of the pits, and that's going to be someone from McLaren. I think that's got to be Daniel Ricciardo, maybe. But at the moment in P12, although we're going to quickly make that P13 and now P14 as well. We're going to see any returns. Nope, we're going to take back P12 on the outside here, but luckily just about hold them off for now. Here we go, approaching one of the most difficult sections of this track right now. And look, the wing goes flying, it is off. And just like that, we are without turning now. That downforce is really, well, the lack of downforce now is really struggling. And once again, we are going to collide with the wall. Going to lose 1, 2 positions right there into P14. We're going to miss that corner entirely there as the camera picks up. Meet Mr. Barrier once again. Hold up all these guys. Look at that. That's crazy, isn't it? But we're going to just go into the pits there for lap 8. And, yep, there we are. And that's going to do it, guys. P21 in our last race. Hectic. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Zafra991 here. It's your boy Jack. And what have we got for you today? We are in Azerbaijan, or Baku. And we're just going through some housekeeping right now, as of course we do to start the videos off. Just making sure we're getting all the upgrades on there. I have learned a little lesson right now, and that's to basically change up all these stuff here every now and then, because I think it is going to be quite helpful. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, click the like button, notification bell for future notifications on streams, videos, charity streams, etc. And we're basically just trying to get our car all up to scratch. We're just going to schedule in some activities right now before the next race, which is going to be at Baku.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
But we're going to skip forward a little bit now, so we're going to go into the practice session where we're basically just going to do some gates. The other ones I haven't, other mini games as such, so the race strategy and the other ones that come up. I'm not really recording right now just because it's basically just me going around the track just a bit slower than I am in quali. So, but we do like these gates and just highlighting the areas that I think I struggle with more so than others. Right now, of course, it's going pretty well. This bit of track's taken me a little bit to learn, but actually now I'm starting to feel like I've really got the hang of it. It's actually the bit coming up now, which I think is just a little bit rusty. It's going to be this turn 7 here. Although actually, for the most part, it's okay. But this bit right now, turn 8 and 9. Oh, meet Mr. Barrier there. But we're going to come back here again a lap later. We missed turn number 6. But you're going to see how it's done better. Let's look at that. In the greens there. And purple for 11. And yeah, the gates, good times. I do like them, so I like to chuck them in on the videos, even if it's short. But this is it. Baku, round 6. You're seeing it there. This is quali. What can we do? I'm just looking at my iPad right now. Maybe there's a video on there. What video is it though, guys? Maybe I'm doing some homework for GT7. Speaking of which, about looking up stuff, Have you guys seen a new house livery? Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And the stuff that it's got incorporated on it. I'm quite a fan of the look actually. I think it's really nice. But moving on, this is the qualifying lap right here. The best one I set about maybe 5 laps in total. Went out after this, but didn't quite have it the way I wanted to there. We're going to quickly teleport through time there, time traveling once again. By the way guys, check out Player, PL4YR, link in the description below. For gaming made easier, highly recommended if you want to step up your PC gaming. So you see we've set a 1:43.712, but I know I can go a little bit quicker than that at least. This corner just there, don't feel like it's the best. I do think I need to learn that a bit better, but of course it's the first time we're going around all these circuits in Season 1, so it's going to be nice just to get this experience right now and build upon this for future series, and also F1 2022 and so on. So flat out through this all, braking just after the curb there. I'm trying to go round that sausage because I know that I'd chuck the car off. I think it would anyway.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, by the way, guys, we are running the base setup for the car. I've not actually done anything to amend it. I'm not really familiar with setups and stuff. And same with pretty much all the other rounds, apart from Monaco last week actually. I loaded a setup. I don't think it worked very well. But that was also my ability at Monaco as well. Anyway, getting that DRS on. Making the most out of everything we can, and look at that, improve our time as well. So that takes us to the race.
Welcome to all of you watching at home to today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and a race that in its short history has already proven no stranger to drama. A 4th row start is just about as likely to give you a podium as a pole position would. And remember, in 2017 and 2018, both Lance Stroll and then Sergio Perez took surprise podiums here. The Baku City Circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and is made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town, and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge, where the smallest of mistakes could lead to catastrophic consequences for all of our drivers. It's just about time to go to the track for the beginning of the race, but before we do, Anthony Davidson, what types of strategy do you think we can expect for today's event?
Well, there's a lot that both the driver and the team have to keep in mind when going into a race. The tyres, fuel, energy recovery systems, the list goes on and on. But I think the key to today's victory will come down to the pit stop strategy. Come in too soon and you might find yourself needing more than 1 stop. Too late and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by spending longer on worn tyres.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Norris, Carlos Sainz and Ricciardo, Gasly, Leclerc, Tsunoda and Sebastian Vettel, Jackson, Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Fernando Alonso and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Esteban Ocon and George Russell, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Delatraz and Nikita Mazepin. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So let's do it. We're going to be starting here in P11. It's going to be our best start since the first race. Very much earned this one from all the practice, and in addition just concentrating and changing my electronics and all that fun stuff. We're going to go up actually. So we're going to go into, or actually we're going to stick into P11, but actually going to try and make that P10. Is that going to be P9 as well? Oh, here we go. We're drag racing it here with Tsunoda at AlphaTauri. By the way, guys, I do have a rival now. It is Lance Stroll. So he is the one we need to beat. Luckily, we've got the leg up. We're starting just slightly higher than him on the grid. So let's keep it that way. I'd say our skill levels are pretty much matched. Our strategy for this one, we're going to be on softs, and then midway through, I can't remember which lap it is now, but I think we're going to go on to mediums. Because I wanted to stick with the pack this time, especially the front of it as well. Nearly cracked the top 10 finish, but points are up for grabs, so we are going to do our best to get some. Again, it's been a while since we've had points, so, but of course our car is pretty much new, but we have been putting solid time into developing it. And that power unit as well is really starting to pay off. I'm starting to feel the power come to this car a bit more now. So we'll keep on those upgrades and we'll get there eventually. Tsunoda is starting to go look away from us. Vettel and Bottas not long behind us. Just trying to stick with Tsunoda as best as possible because that slipstream, and soon DRS will be a massive help in terms of actually getting some good points and setting some good pace. See behind me, Vettel is on the mediums. So that does us a big favour actually, because that could potentially keep everyone slower behind, or at least for a little bit anyway. Look at this gap is slightly starting to decrease now. We got our overtake on, we had it on earlier anyway. And that gap, just like that, has already been brought down a bit. 1.1 seconds away. Bottas and Vettel are both trading positions there. As for us, we are still comfortably behind Tsunoda. Just ahead is Daniel Ricciardo. I'm really starting to feel the car a lot more comfortable now. Now I've had a couple of rounds to get used to it. But yeah, this powertrain is really nice actually. I feel like I've got the power behind the car. I just need to actually just qualify and actually do well now. But not just that, there's always stuff to develop.
We're accumulating some wear on the MG UK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
Okay, cool. So thank you for the heads up there. So we're going to need to manage that. So that's going to be something that's going to be playing on us on this episode. But luckily, we do have a comfortable position of P10 right now. I definitely think we can get lower than this, or higher than this. It depends on how you look at it. I think we can definitely get a higher position. Maybe if we can look at maybe the top, I don't know, maybe top 9, top 8, that'd be great. Let's just try and bring home some points today though. So we're going to, just as you see, we're desperately trying to stick with Tsunoda. We're just under a second, so 8 tenths away now. We're doing our absolute best and making the most out of that ERS at the bottom there, the overtake. Just to stick in the slipstream, which we, well maybe not slipstream, but stick in the DRS distance anyway.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
So we're going to skip forward slightly here to the end of this lap. There's not really much happens apart from I reel in Tsunoda a bit more with the DRS. But you're going to see here, we're going to try and slingshot past. Because we've got the DRS, we've got the overtake button, we've got the slipstream. We kind of have the power a little bit. But here we go, what we're going to do, we're going to go left or right. We're going to go left. Here we go, everything's enabled. Well, it was anyway, briefly. There we are. Look at that, we're just going to fly past.
You're in the top 10.
I'm going to fly past there. Tsunoda putting up a good fight. It's nice to have this battle in. Of course, we do have a Mercedes in our engine instead of Honda, which I think was on the back of the AlphaTauri now that I think about it. But either way, now let's just bring down this gap to Gasly and Ricciardo in front. And look at this, luckily they're going side by side through these corners, so that's going to bring us right into the mix. So perfect for us, we can use the DRS to our advantage right here once again. And there we go, again they're going side by side, a little bit of contact with Gasly, but we are okay. They're going to go right, we're going to go left. There we go, we're going to go around the outside, we are going to do it. There we go, okay, that's another position down. Let's go get Ricciardo. But we need to be hitting our apex and making the most out of this track to really get the most, or get the best time possible to really reel in anyone. Of course, Ricciardo is the only one I can see right now. Looking at that mini map there, there's a bit of a gap to everyone else ahead. And are we going to be in DRS distance? We should just about be in DRS distance, just about 8 tenths away. to Ricardo up ahead. Here we go. Let's see the magic of the DRS do its trick. Though actually he's going to go into the pits. Interesting. Right, so
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you
we're
can.
going to box this lap then. Fair play. But what we're going to do, we're going to actually skip to that point because nothing really interesting happens. So we caught up to Bottas.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
So we're in the pits. We're going to make a quick pit stop and get our last.
You'll be racing on the exit. Complete. Go now. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
And there we are. So we've done our pit stop. All sorted. Now we just need to cross the line. So we're going to be pushing and ensuring that we can just ideally get points on the board today. So we're going to look for the move but pull out of it just because Bottas is just about in the best place. I can't really do much, but he is on hard tyres. So that's going to be a big help for us. That means we should definitely get past. It's kind of guaranteed, assuming I don't bottle it or don't pick up any damage or anything, which so far we have been quite fortunate. Had a couple of near misses, of course, and a little bit of contact, but we have survived. That's the important thing. See, Tsunoda and Mazepin are just behind us there as well. Well, not just behind us, behind us by a little bit. So don't need to worry about them two for now. Gasly is still ahead by about 2.1 seconds. I think we can reel him in. We just need to pretty much do what we did earlier and use the slingshot on the straight, like we did on Tsunoda, to catch his teammate up. And we are just around the halfway mark of this race. So it does mean that we've got the potential to really grow up the grid as well, with people going into their pit stops at different times. So we're going to go gain any more positions right now. Here we are. We're going to once again try and slingshot anyway. We're really going to try and make the move here so we don't get held up.
Louis is coming in for his stop.
And there it is. So we move up into P16. And now Gasly is 1.7 seconds away. Come on, let's reel him in. Let's get him. And we slowly drop Bottas here, which is nice. Luckily, the tyres and just generally the pace on this car is quite nice. So we're going to skip forward here to where we do catch up. But there's a group of them now. What has happened here? Well, I see there's Gasly, Ricardo. Who else we got there? Can't quite tell from here.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
But we're in a train anyway. About maybe 4 or 5 of us. So definitely still within them points. Well, that's Sainz in there as well. Oh, I just can't make out anyone else right now. But what I can do is use the DRS and we can close this gap down even further. So that's what we're going to do. Here we go. Whenever it enables, any moment now. There it is at the bottom. Let's go. And not really going to be able to do too much because Gasly does have the DRS from the car in front as well. But basically, this just means we can reel them right in when they go side by side and stuff, which they did earlier. So we're going to get one, or we're going to get 2 positions nearly. Ricardo and I, just a little bit of contact there. Really aggressive from me, but we do just about make it work. Luckily, don't pick up any contacts, and I don't think they do either, so happy days. And there's a little bit of a cut there. I do apologise. There was a little bit of an issue, so I just had to redo that bit. I basically messed it up, and I think I bottled it. So we did have a little bit of time travelling there, I will admit. But we are okay. So we continue. So we got Ocon here, we got Sainz. Maybe there's a problem with Ocon's car. Because I'm starting to see the cars kind of escape from in front of Ocon. So going to go full power there. Using that ERS. Skipping forward slightly here. We're going to get 2 moves done here potentially. There we go. Just see these two slow each other down, which is what's going to happen, luckily. And look at that. We just move up.
Gap to car in front is 2.4 seconds.
We move up quite comfortably there now into P7. So, Sainz and Leclerc are just ahead of us right now. But are we going to be able to do too much? I mean, we're already above and beyond where I really should be, I think. I've not messed with the difficulty. I've just basically put in the practice for this track a bit more than the other ones so far. But in addition, changed my electronics and the ICE and all of that. And I'm not really sure what else to say apart from I got a good quality time as well. So maybe that is the trick. So we got a while on Sainz and Leclerc, about 2.2 and 2.9, so both quite far away, but I don't think we're really going to have to do too much on them. Gasly's right behind us there, but we'd look at that, keeping it all clean, not seeing any contacts, not feeling any contacts, so we should be okay. And we're nearing the end of this one here. We're just trying to break free from Gasly and Ricciardo behind. Again, hopefully they can slow each other down, so it, of course, gives me a bit of freedom. But just trying to get that to over a second away from Gasly's to ensure that we don't have to worry about the DRS or anything like that. So we're just getting the most amount of power out of this car. And we're really seeing it pay off us here as well. Look at this. Although Gasly is gaining on us right now. Of course, we can't do much with the slipstream. We're going to go defensive here. And hopefully, yep, he goes to the right. Perfect, that's what I want.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
We're going to hold our line. Not get the best of apexes there. Pretty much because, it's really hard to do so when you're battling. But that was a choice I made. And luckily, I think it's going to pay off because you're going to see them two get closer and closer together. Which is what we need, basically. And yeah, because of that, you're going to see that we just start pushing away a little bit more and more. And it's around this corner here. Yep, they just really get that corner slow and they hold each other up. So we get away, luckily, and we are going to finish the line in P7. Just going to try and finish as fast as possible here. And there it is, P7.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Wow, what a race. I really enjoyed that, I've got to say. I had a blast racing that.
It's never an easy race here in Azerbaijan. There's drama around every corner. But they've come through to take a brilliant win here today. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
And that was fantastic right there.
It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to Jackson. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern day Formula 1.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So that is going to do it, guys. Really happy with that one, and you see we beat our rival there, so we are going to get some acclaim. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.